When the brutal heat of summer hits, our bodies go into survival mode. We start downing water and clear fluids by the gallon, which triggers a strange physical response. It completely shuts down our desire to eat. It creates a bizarre physiological paradox. Your system is actively starving for solid nutrients, but the mere thought of consuming a heavy meal feels physically repulsive. Alchem Labs Pepon syrup has become a staple solution. It sells for 130 rupees. It has a sugar-free formula and a mixed fruit flavor. It easily integrates into daily routines. This syrup operates by manually overriding seasonal biological cues, targeting the specific failures that lead to summer appetite loss. To understand how this override actually works, you have to look at the syrup's active chemical backbone, a compound called cyproheptadine. If you pull up this compound in any medical database, you'll immediately spot a glaring contradiction. It isn't classified as a digestive treatment at all. It is strictly listed as an anti-allergy medication. This creates a confusing situation at the chemist's counter. Pharmacists are handing out an allergy treatment to people who are struggling to eat, leading many first-time buyers to suspect a mistake. This contradiction highlights the dual nature of certain compounds. In this case, a documented clinical flaw has been repurposed as the medication's primary function. This diagram shows the original clinical data for cyproheptadine. While successfully blocking histamine to stop allergic reactions, patients repeatedly reported experiencing an intense, unnatural wave of hunger. Researchers realized this adverse reaction provided the exact biological trigger required by patients struggling with severe appetite loss. That discovery drove the commercial formulation of Pepon. By combining cyproheptadine with tricholine citrate, the syrup effectively isolates that hunger-inducing side effect and puts it to work. The resulting chemical signal is incredibly potent. If you were to take a dose right after finishing a full meal, your brain would be instantly prompted to demand a second dinner. Pepon bypasses the physical state of the digestive tract. It forcefully engages the brain's hunger signals by utilizing the compound's known side effect. Because this compound directly overrides natural brain chemistry, it demands precise timing to work correctly. You have to take it exactly 30 minutes before you sit down to eat. Looking at this strict dosage protocol, for children between 2 and 7, the requirement is exactly 5 milliliters administered 3 times daily. For anyone over 7, dosage scales strictly with body weight, with adults taking between 1 and 2 teaspoons per dose. Following this timed protocol to the letter is the only way to effectively harness the medication. It takes a chaotic biological reaction and channels it into a predictable daily nutritional routine. When the protocol is followed, the outcome is highly effective. The appetite roars back to life, and the body finally begins absorbing the vital calories it's been missing all summer. But there is a biological tax. The human body is a complex system, and you cannot isolate a single side effect of an anti-allergy compound without also triggering its other physiological responses. The major consequence of this treatment is significant drowsiness. Within a short window, users experience a steep, sudden drop in mental alertness and physical energy. This brings up a critical, non-negotiable safety warning. After consuming the syrup, you must avoid driving a vehicle or operating any heavy machinery. Significant drowsiness is an inherent part of the treatment. The body triggers these systemic effects as it processes the anti-allergy compound to generate hunger. The classification of cyproheptadine shows how a medical contradiction can solve a practical, real-world crisis. Because of the heavy systemic trade-offs, consulting a doctor before initiating this biological hack is essential to ensure it's the right choice for your specific body. The evolution of Pepon syrup shows how modern pharmacology can repurpose accidental side effects to treat conditions the original designers never intended to target. The drug's most useful trait is sometimes the very effect it was initially meant to minimize.